Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me tonight. It is 5:54 on February the 8th here in Mountain Time in the United States. We're going to be doing messages for each sign for February the 9th. Then we'll do 5 minutes of Reiki, and after that, we'll have free-for-all questions or card of the day. So let's just get started with messages, shall we? Aries. Aries, on the 9th, I do feel like you're going to be coordinating with other people trying to get some things planned. So maybe comparing calendars, trying to schedule some things, whether that's classes or vacation times or whatever that might be. But looking at calendars, comparing with other people, trying to get things organized so that you guys can meet and do things together at the same time. Tay Medium, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room tonight, my dear. Hello to everybody else who has not said hello yet. Feel free. I'd love to know who's in the room. Manuela, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you, my dear. Tammy Bambe, glad to see you. Glad to see you. Let's take a peek at Taurus. Oh, there's Gemma Croft Baker. Hello, hello. Glad you're here, my dear. Okay, so Taurus. I feel like that you're dealing with some kind of obstacle on the 9th. And it seems to me like this is an obstacle that's been placed in front of you by some other person consciously, and you were just blowing right through that thing as if it's not even there. So if you're worried about what some other person is trying to do to stop you or slow you down in something that you're trying to accomplish or some kind of endeavor, I wouldn't worry about it. You're blowing right through whatever that obstacle is, just easy peasy. Gladys Bercy, glad to see you back in the room, my dear. Kim Hefner in Indiana. That's where my first husband came from, was Indiana. Manuela. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Whenever we get to Reiki, you should do your specific intention towards your back then, my dear. Let's look at Gemini, 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 Gemini. Gemini, it's time for you to stop broadcasting information that is not necessarily needed to be spread around. You've had some loose lips lately, Geminis, and you may be realizing where you were making some mistakes and talking to people that you should not have been talking to. So be careful. Pay attention to what people's motivations might be about the information that you give them. Not everybody is going to be completely upfront and direct with you about what's going on with them and why they might want to know the things that you are telling them about. Angela Lukes. Glad to hear that you're taking it easy. Do you have a let us know out there? I am fantastic. I started feeling fantastic about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Before that, I was in slow-mo. Those of you who are here, if you have not already, and if you don't mind, please share. Cancers, thank you for sharing, by the way, as well. Rachel Elizabeth, hello, hello. I'm glad you're here too. That's the nice thing about doing this at different times, is it gives different people a chance to come in and hang out with us. Let's look at Cancer. Cancer, on the 9th, I feel like you're going to be researching and digging in to something to find more information. For some of you, this could be to find information about something that has to do with maybe a personal relationship, maybe digging into phone records to find out, is this person really being cool with me or what? For others of you, this is going to be digging into research about a medical thing. Is what I'm feeling. And actually, that's my strongest energy that comes up here, Cancers, is that you may be researching to find out some kind of information about how to handle a particular medical situation that you have. Maybe somebody in your family or somebody you know has just been diagnosed with diabetes, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best diet? How does that all work? Or maybe there are some new medicines on the market for something that you have, and you're looking at that. But I feel like there's, for a lot of you, whatever research you're doing, Cancers, is going to be around some kind of medical situation. That's not for everybody. What's for everybody is there will be some kind of research that you're doing. But for a lot of you, for the overwhelming majority of you, actually, I would think it has to do with some type of medical information that you're looking for. Some of you may be medical students just needing to do research to put together a paper or something. Not much snow, only ice. Ugh. Well, sorry. You can definitely relate to the loose lips message, even though you're not a Gemini. Maybe you're a Gemini rising or a Gemini moon. Let's take a peek at Leo. Leo is on the 9th. I think you're going to be very picky about who you're communicating with and why. In fact, I feel like there may be some people that get in touch with you, Leos, and you just put the phone down. Oops, didn't see that on caller ID. Click. This is like an old phone. I'm putting it down, you know. Now we just hit a button. But I think you guys get the picture. I think you're going to be really picky about who you talk to, what you're talking to them about. To me, this kind of has a little bit of the flavor of, you know, when two people get divorced and, you know, one is really bitter and hateful and the other one has moved on. And so, you know, the one who's moved on just really wants to talk only about the children and arrangements about the children, where the other one wants to talk about all kinds of drama. So it may be a situation similar to this where somebody's trying to bring you some drama and you're just like, you know what, I'm just not having it. You're being ridiculous and I'm done with that. So I do think, like I said, I think you're going to be very picky about who you talk to and the things you talk to them about, Leos. Hey, hey, Anna. Glad to see you here, my dear. You have a lot of snow where you are, Manuela? That's you, Tay. People aggravate you. People that bring me a lot of drama aggravate me. I can live without that. Virgo. Virgo, I'm hearing that you're taking your tools and you're fixing something up on the 9th. For some of you, this actually has to do with relationships more than anything mechanical or physical. I would say at least half of you, this has to do with relationships. So when you're taking your tools and fixing something up, you may be getting back to basics. You may be going back to basic communication skills. You may be looking at, you know, what's the best way to communicate with a person in general, just back to basics. That's what I'm hearing as far as tools when it comes to relationships. You know, not trying to do anything fancy, just trying to do some, you know, some actual listening and some actual communicating about what the other person is saying, you know. So I do feel like there is some work going on with relationships for you Virgos, that you're working on them, trying to get them back on track on the 9th. For others of you, though, this could be mechanical, that you're taking your tools out and fixing something. For a lot of you, I guess it will be mechanical as well. Some of you are going to have both, and some of you, I'm hearing, are going to be fixing something mechanical at the same time that you're working on a relationship. So great for you who can multitask and do that. So that's Virgo. Bonnie Snow, hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. You're a Capricorn? We haven't got to you yet. You're coming up in a little while. We're only halfway through. We're up to Libra. Can you give me a card? I would rather you didn't. That's my job. Libra, 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 Libra. Libra, I have a feeling on the 9th that you're going to be a little bit more closed up on what you're showing the world. So there may be something that you're planning on or that you're putting together, some kind of dream that you have or some kind of project that you're working on, and you're just not ready to bring it out to the world yet, Libra. For others of you, this could be something emotional, like maybe there's somebody that you're getting to know, but you don't know them well enough to just show them everything about you, to just show them your heart. So you may be holding back there in that way. Either way, Libras, going to manifest both ways, different ways for different ones of you. Let's say it that way. Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio. We're going to break this down a little bit for Scorpio today. I think for single Scorpios out there, you may be finding yourself in a situation on the 9th where you thought you were spending time with a friend, and you may be finding out that this person wants to be more than friends, or you may be feeling like, I would like to develop this into something more than friends. And I think that this is going to be hitting on or around the 9th for single Scorpios, basically. And then I want to look at what else do we have here for Scorpios, because that's a pretty specific group. I want to be able to get something nice and open for everybody. Scorpio is what I'm hearing on the 9th for a more general message is things are in black and white. Things are already in black and white. So if we have questions about something that maybe is part of a legal contract or has to do with an agreement that we've made with somebody, that we should be able to find that in writing. Things are in black and white is what I'm hearing. And if it's not that we are trying to find out information about something that's in black and white, we may be putting things into black and white on the 9th. We may be setting some very clear, defining boundaries. And for some of us, this will be a legal situation that we're putting things into black and white, although not for all of us. Grace Marie, hello, hello. You just broke up with a Scorpio? Never easy to break up, is it? Even when it's you. You have a dinner date on the 10th? Are you a Scorpio, Kim? I'm a Leo Film. Hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. How are you? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, there's some kind of upgrade that you're going to be making on the 9th. I don't feel like this has so much to do with work. I feel like this is something that you personally have been wanting to upgrade. For some of you, this is going to be something that is in your home, but for others of you, this is going to be something that you just get enjoyment out of. So this could be you're upgrading your phone, or you're upgrading some kind of something to do with a hobby that you really enjoy. Could be upgrading a TV, could be, if you really enjoy cooking, it could be upgrading something in your kitchen or getting a new upgraded appliance, something like that. So Sagittarius, some kind of upgrade coming into your life on the 9th. Well, the 10th is only one day after the 9th. Good luck to you, Miss Kim Huffner. La da da, you're a Sagittarian. Well, you got here just in time for your message. Thank you, everybody who is here, for stopping by and hanging out with me. If you have not already, please share this video. That way, the more the merrier, I always say. And also, I'd like people to be here whenever I'm doing the Reiki Live. That way, if they have any questions, they can ask me while I'm still here. 3 more signs, and then we're going to do Reiki. Aw, thank you, Emily. That's so sweet. Sag Moon and upgrading your home. Oh, very cool, Tay. Congratulations. La, da, 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 da. Capricorn. Sorry, Grace Marie. Capricorn, what do I have coming up for you guys? I feel like on the 9th, you guys are at a crossroads and there is a decision that you will be making. For most of you Capricorns, I feel like this is going to have to do with work or be around income. So it may be that you have more than one job offer, or maybe you're working a job and you've got another job offer. You have to consider and figure out where you want to end up there. For others of you, if you own your own your own business, this may be a business decision about, do I want to take out this extra loan that is a little bit steep, or do I want to keep going the way I've been going and just let the increases be a little bit slower but still have less risk. But it does feel, Capricorn, like whatever this is, it has to do with work, or it has to do with money. This decision that you're making on the 9th, Capricorn. Pisces Sun, Libra Rising, Leo Moon. Oh, wow. Well, sending you good energy on your recovery there, my dear. La da 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 da. Aquarius. Aquarius, it looks like you're up to your normal stuff, looking to expand and broaden your horizons, learn new things, include new people in your life. More adventure to help you expand and broaden your horizon, adding to your experiences on the 9th, Aquarius. You're quite welcome, Bonnie. Pisces. Pisces, I feel like there's something on the 9th that everything hinges on you. So this is your free will that is going to be deciding something. Or I'm also feeling like for some of you, this hinges on you being on time to something. If you're on time, everything will be fine. If you're late, everything might go straight out the window. But there's something that is hinging on you on the 9th, Pisces. Trying to just feel around to find a little bit more specific information there. It seems like it's in two different areas. So for some of you, this is going to be family related, and some of you, this is going to be work related. But it almost feels like there's something going on where you're the person who has like all the supplies. So you have to show up because nobody else will be able to do what they need to do unless you're there. So I don't know if supplies is cupcakes or if supplies is like office presentations. I don't know what that would be. I think that's going to be different for different ones of you Pisces. Tammy Bambi, just because you're retired does not mean that you don't work. Most people still do something that makes them feel like a productive part of the community. And a lot of times if a message comes in for work, then a lot of times it will apply in whatever it is that you do to feel productive, whether that's volunteering, whether that's crocheting hats, whatever it might happen to be for you. All right, so that's all our signs. Let's go ahead and hop on into Reiki time. I am going to set the Reiki for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. And if you have something specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on, all you have to do is set that intention. Once you've done that, then it'll focus on that for you. Those of you who are watching this video after the broadcast is over, no worries. Just set your intention to receive the Reiki anyway. It will be just as effective for you as it was if you would have been live. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started. Typically, Cappies are pretty good with money. Earth signs are pretty good with money. You guys usually like to have the nicer things in life, but you're also usually pretty organized and diligent about bringing in the income it takes to do that. So Tammy is setting the intention for her neck. And we started this at 8, let's just say 8:15. So we'll go do this till 20 after the hour. Stacy Spring, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. How are you? So if you guys want to set an intention with the Reiki to help you with something that is specific, that you would just basically say right where you are, Reiki, please focus on getting rid of this cold or relieving this neck pain or whatever. You don't have to make it a public thing by typing it into the chat. You can take care of that privately right there. I mean, it doesn't hurt if you want to make it a public thing, but you don't have to. I know not everybody would be comfortable with that. Stacy Spring, you're in time for Reiki. We've got about 4 more minutes. And this is the perfect time to talk about Reiki. If you guys have questions about Reiki, or if you have questions about what you're feeling in your body or with your emotions right now, just pop it up in the chat box and I'll try to address that for you while we're here. Lanice Jones, we have 4 more minutes of Reiki right now, honey. Your signs are strategists. Miss Carla Alley. No, Bonnie, you can't. And the reason that you can't is because whenever somebody sends Reiki, we can only send it to somebody who has given us permission to send them Reiki. So you guys, by being in the room for Reiki time, implies the permission. But like your mom has no idea what's going on. So that would not be a good thing. Just because we like to honor the whole concept of free will. You get a sinking feeling in your stomach about what? You're quite welcome. Yep, that was a good question, actually. A lot of people wonder about similar things, so thank you for asking that. 2 more minutes. You guys are sucking out some major energy today. What's today? Thursday? It's not even the weekend. One more minute. No, 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 don't apologize. I'm always glad to be able to help as many people as I can help as much as I can. There's striving. We've got one more minute of Reiki, my dear. You missed Pisces and Aquarius. Sorry. No, I'm still here. Okay, we're going to finish up the Reiki right now. And so now what we're doing is cards of the day or free for all questions. So you guys get to decide if you would like to ask me a question or if you would like to have a card of the day, one or the other. Whatever you pick, just pop it up in the window and we'll start taking a peek at that. Okay, let me back up. You guys are already ahead of me. Gemma Croft Baker hit the door first, so Gemma, we're going to do a card of the day for you. Gemma. Okay, so Gemma, you got the Six of Wands in reverse. This is telling me that you've done something that not only benefited yourself, but also other people as well. However, it has gone completely unappreciated. Do you recognize that situation in your life today, Ms. Gemma? Tay, medium, COD. We're going to do Lenormand cards for you today, Ms. Tay. They're not actually my specialty, and I usually don't use them in a professional reading, but since I'm learning them, I'm going to use you guys as my guinea pigs. Every good reader's got to have some guinea pigs. Tay, medium, your house card out of the Lenormand is the Sun. And your cover card, is the Snake. Okay, so let's see here. Tay, medium, what I feel like whenever I look at these cards for you is that there's somebody in your life who has been trying to do something in a roundabout way. I feel like they've actually been trying to let you down in a roundabout way, like they're trying to be nice about it. They don't quite know how to say it or whatever. And you have figured that out. Like something's come up or just it's dawned on you. You're figuring out. You know what the real deal is. You know that they're trying to be nice about it, but they're trying to let you down in a roundabout way. And so you know what's up. And so that's happened within the past 24 hours, or it will happen within the next 24 hours, my dear. I hope that makes sense for you. Tammy Bambi. COD for Ms. Tammy Bambi. Ms. Retired Tammy Bambi. La da da da. La da da da. Okay, honey, I got the Ten of Coins showing up in reverse. Ten of Coins in reverse is just telling me that there's something going on financially in your life right now that is going backwards instead of forwards. So you want to pay attention to that. I do think that there's some kind of preventive action that you can take to keep that from getting to be too much of a big deal, but you want to pay attention to it. The only example I can think of like that is like this morning I called my internet company. What was I doing? I forget why I called them. Probably to make a payment, I guess. And anyway, they told me, oh, you know, your plan is about to expire that I got that was new whenever I moved in here. And then, you know, your prices are going to go way, way up. You know how internet companies are. And so anyway, what I ended up doing was I ended up just getting a new good deal that's almost exactly the same as what I had before. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about, Tammy, is that like maybe if there's something that's coming up where things are gonna, maybe a bill is gonna get higher, there may be things that you can do to renegotiate that or something along those lines. Anyway, I hope that makes sense for you. Manuela wants to have a COD. Okay, Manuela, what you have coming up here is the Prince of Pentacles. This is telling me that you're being very diligent with your budget right now. You're taking good care to make sure that the money that you have goes as far as you need it to go. And also to make sure that the money that you're expecting to come in actually does come in. That's what I've got for you, Ms. Manuela. Okay, it looks like Stacy Spring has a question for me. Let me scroll down a little so I can read that. Okay, should Stacy pursue the career that she's drawn to? Okay, Stacy, while I'm shuffling these cards, I want you to put it very clearly in your mind what career it is you're talking about that you're drawn to. Is it a good idea for Stacy to pursue the career that she's drawn to? You got some really good cards here, Stacy. If you want the short answer, I would say yes. But I'm not good at giving the short answer. So long answer is you start with the Magician here. The Magician tells me that this is like the Master Manifestor card. This is a career choice that you could really do a lot with and you could work with for a long time to move forward. Next, you've got the Moon card showing up in reverse. Now, to me, the Moon card in reverse is a good card. It just means that the truth comes to the surface. So as you're pursuing this, then the truth about this comes to the surface. So you find out more than you did know already, or more than you do know now about this career. Third card and center card is the Empress. Now, the Empress is one of the best cards in the deck. This is talking about creativity, productive, fertile, getting to do those things that you want to do and doing them very, very well, using those creative juices to make things flow. It's a fantastic card. That in itself would just be a yes right there. But then you've got that Magician and that Moon card, and then the other two cards actually fit in quite nicely. So the next one that you have is the Five of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse talks about, focus diligently on that other career path. Don't be distracted. Focus diligently. And then the last card, the Eight of Pentacles. Now in this deck, the Eight of Pentacles is different than in other decks. In this deck, the Eight of Pentacles talks about making plans and setting those plans in motion. So for me, this is talking about this this career path that you are considering, Stacy. I think the way this comes up with that spider's web at the Eight of Pentacles, I think that that will be the career path that you end up actually retiring from. You're just going to keep on working in that route. So that's for Stacy Spring. I hope you find that helpful. Anna Lopez, COD. COD for Anna Lopez. What you've got is the Eight of Stones showing up in reverse. Anna Lopez, Eight of Stones in reverse. Feels to me like there's some kind of relationship, Miss Anna, where things are not working out so well right now. And this does not have to be a romantic relationship, although I'm not really picking up what type of relationship it is. Could be a family relationship, a friendship, could be a romantic relationship, but things are not working out. You're having a hard time getting things right on track with them. I mean, this could be simply like you're having a hard time scheduling time to meet up and be together. Or it could be you guys are just having a hard time being on the same page in general. Either way. Okay. So that's Anna. Striving with like a COD. Okay, striving. Yep, you've got the Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This is just telling me that there's somebody that you are cutting off in your life. You're getting rid of them. This could be a psychic vampire of some kind. Could be a no good lawyer of some kind. Now, guys, please don't take that wrong. I don't think that all lawyers are no good. I do know that Striving has a lawyer that doesn't seem to be doing much for her. So anyway, you're cutting somebody off because you're feeling like whatever you've been giving to them has not been helping the situation at all. So that happened within the past 24 hours or will happen within the next. Should Carla trust the two ladies she's confided in? I would say no. No, 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 no. Do not. Nine of Cups in reverse. This is something that is not worth celebrating, something you don't want to celebrate. So this may be the thing that you've confided about. That's what I'm sensing. Whatever it is you've confided about, it's not a very happy thing. And then you've got the Three of Cups. This is talking to friends, hanging out with friends, spending time with friends. This is followed by the Tower. Okay. So this tells me that confiding in these friends leads to problems, issues, and it leads to issues where you have to defend yourself after confiding in them, and where you have to pick up more responsibility after confiding in them. So that's what I've got for you. I hope that helps you. Emily Ophium wants a COD. So does Bonnie Snow. Okay, Emily Ophium. Ooh, bye, 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 bye. You've got the Queen of Cups. Is this Emily or someone she's dealing with? This is somebody that you're dealing with, honey. And you either dealt with them within the past 24 hours or you will within the next 24. But the Queen of Cups is somebody who is most likely female, although this could be a male with more submissive type personality traits. But this is somebody who's very comfortable with their emotions and very comfortable with their intuition as well. So that's somebody that you're going to be dealing with. Emily Ophium. Bonnie Snow's up next for a COD. La da 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 da. Okay, Bonnie Snow. You've got the Knight of Clubs. This is somebody that you're interacting with, my dear. Probably a male. Doesn't have to be. Could be a more assertive female. And this is somebody who likes the shiny things, if you know what I mean. So I used to have a girl that was in my tech school class whenever I was in the military, and she used to get distracted easily. And so she would say that she was like a bird, that she was fascinated by shiny things. So if something that was shiny came by, her attention would be drawn to that shiny thing. Okay. So when you've got a Knight of Wands here, or a Knight of Clubs, they're the same way. They're drawn to the shiny things. So once the new has worn off of something, then it doesn't seem so shiny anymore. And so then they're looking for the next new shiny thing. So you want to be aware as you're interacting with this person, whether this is on a business level, a hobby level, a personal level, whatever it is, you want to be aware that this person is always looking for that new excitement of the next shiny thing. Okay. Let's see. Who's next here? That was Bonnie Snow's. So now Angel. Angel, I didn't see you walk in the room. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Where I'll be moving to in the next 3 months and if I'll be living alone or with someone. Well, technically, that's more than one question. So we're going to narrow it down. So as far as where, I would have to have like a map in front of me of whatever country you're thinking and kind of see where the energy was drawing me. So we're going to kind of skip that one for right now. And by the way, that was the alarm. So this will be the last question that we do today. But what I'm going to ask is if you'll be living alone once you move? Will Angel be, I'm not going to say once you move, I'm going to say at the end of 3 months. At the end of 3 months, will Angel be living alone? 3 months from now. Honey, I think that you will be living alone. I don't see you as really necessarily having any kind of good person to collaborate with as far as for living space. Looks to me like maybe someone you tried to collaborate with is really sneaky, and there were fights around that person. So I do not see you living with someone, although there is somebody that's kind of around in the fringes, messing with your juju, basically. Okay? So I hope that makes sense for you, my dear. You would like a question, but you don't know what to ask. Yeah, you got to sort that out for sure. Lenny, I'm sorry, honey, I'm done with questions. You have diner bones? I don't know what diner bones are. You're quite welcome, Tame Medium. You're quite welcome, Gemma. You're quite welcome, Bonnie. Yeah, the truth is what sets us free, isn't it, Carla? Yeah, Angel, if you're moving somewhere in the United States, I would have to like pull up a map on Google. I would be like running my finger over the screen or my hand trying to find the energy. That would take a little while. So that's why we didn't handle that here in the free-for-all, because I try to get to as many people as I possibly can in the free-for-all. But if you want to do like a one-question reading and send that to me where it's just a one-question private recorded reading, I could certainly look at something like that for you. There's Tammy. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for your email earlier, Miss Tammy. I appreciate that. You had to chase the cat out of the bedroom. Sorry to hear that. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that so much. Carla Alley, you can purchase a one-question reading from me on my website for that. That is going to be www.amista.info. Once you're on that website, just look at recorded readings. You can get a one-question or a two-question recorded reading if you don't want a whole live reading. All my contact information is on the website, so all you do is just get a hold of me, and we go from there. You're quite welcome, Lanice. Oh, very cool, Striving. You're quite welcome, Angel. Oh, thank you, Striving. Yeah, I didn't used to. I used to only have live readings, and then I realized that sometimes people wanted a follow-up after the live, but they didn't need a whole live reading, so that's why I do the recorded. But, you know, a lot of people just get like one question. That's all they really want. So it works. It works. You're quite welcome, Ms. Tammy. Okay, guys, thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around, for hanging out with me, for keeping me on my toes and keeping me fresh. I do appreciate it. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your evening and a fantastic tomorrow, and I will see you guys the next time. Peace out.